Welcome to Hypnosis for Spiritual Awakening and Healers. Levels of Hypnosis and Regression. Take this complete course at the Past Life Awakening Institute. It's a free 3-hour course. Click the links in the description. So there are different types of inductions, and these take us to different levels. So we actually naturally experience hypnotic states as humans throughout the day. These can be spontaneous, short-lived, and quite light. As a past life regression therapist, we want to choose when our client goes into a hypnotic state. We want it to be a deeper state of hypnosis, and we want to elongate it, to make it longer so that we can work with it. And the way that we do this is to go through levels. So we don't try to jump in at the deep end, but the entire process that we take people through is designed to bring them through a light level to a medium level to a deeper level of hypnosis, and it builds and compounds along the way. So firstly, we've got a light hypnosis and a light regression. This can occur during the initial interview and pre-talk. Interactive pre-talk and skillful interview questions are designed to engage the subconscious mind and are a form of conversational hypnosis. They build rapport and focus concentration on their issues and outcomes. So that comes back to our definitions. We then build to a medium state of hypnosis and a medium regression. The conscious mind, we've seen, holds short-term memory and suppresses emotion, has a critical conscious barrier to prevent our emotional residues from overflowing. The subconscious mind stores our long-term memory and emotional residues. So in hypnosis, the conscious mind is receding and the subconscious mind is advancing. So an example of a medium regression can be maybe you're in a deep discussion or in a hypnotic state and a memory pops into mind you hadn't thought of for many years. And that memory triggers an emotion that you can't suppress. So that can happen simply in a conversation and interview as well. You can have an in-depth experience then, and you can also have this in a formal hypnotic state. So you don't need to be eyes closed and having had a formal induction. You could access this medium level of hypnosis in the interview as well. And the interesting thing about the type of memory that comes up is that it's a meaningful one that gives an insight or has everything to do with your presenting issue. Therefore, you can work with that memory and emotion to apply a therapeutic solution. Deep hypnosis can be called somnambulism, and a deep regression is more like reliving a movie. So the emotion can flow as a cathartic release. Like a movie, we can forget our current daily life and identify with the key character. So for example, in movies, often someone's walking down the street and suddenly they're hit by a bus, and we in our theater seat are shocked. We may be moved, and even in movies we can cry with joy or sadness. So in a sense, in a darkened theater with an overwhelming visual and auditory experience, that can bring us into that reality. And when someone's in a past life regression, it can be a similar thing. So if you or your client twitches or reacts and has tears or a strong emotional response, remember, a lot of people will do this naturally in a movie. So it's not something to be concerned about, and it's a fairly natural thing, and it's something that we want. We want to be able to connect with dramatic scenes that are causative to people's issues. And in movies, there's a suspension of disbelief. In a regression, there's a sort of a suspension of reality, which is they can be immersed in the other reality and react as if it's real, react as if they are in battle and not sitting comfortably in a movie chair or a therapy chair, but they are. So that's useful. That kind of psychodrama back into past lives is what we're looking for, and this is one of the hallmarks of a deep regression. Now, fourthly, there's a mythical regression, which is a complete immersion. People think it's reality and get stuck in the hypnosis, the regression, and the past lives. So when people are in a deep level of hypnosis, it may look a bit like this is happening. So that's where the myth arises from. Yet your clients or you can vividly recall a past event and act as if it's happening now, yet a part of you retains the awareness of your present life reality. So there is no level so deep that somebody forgets who they are in this life or identifies completely with their past life. That's a myth. When we talk about hypnosis, we've got the subconscious mind advancing and coming to the forefront, and the conscious mind receding and going to the background. but we are not unconscious. Our conscious mind is in the background, but it is still there. So we have a dual awareness. We're not going to get stuck in the past life. We're never going to identify completely with it. In fact, sometimes people will feel that they almost want to have that experience, and if they don't, something's wrong, but that's not the case. A deep level where you can feel the feelings and see the thoughts and even twitch subconsciously as if you're reacting is enough. That the extra level of the ultimate depth doesn't really exist, and this is a good thing. So we can use that to reassure our clients that who are afraid of it, that it won't happen, and to talk to the clients that expect it, that that's an over expectation, it's not necessary, and it's just not the way things work. Things work perfectly well enough with a deep regression alone. That's all you need. Take this complete course at the Past Life Awakening Institute to get the downloadable manual, assignments, and script book, and to gain a certificate of completion. The manual covers what we're going to go through in the videos. The script book is only the words that you'll say to the client in session. It's a free 3-hour course. Click the links in the description.